Probably the biggest challenge that we see within our clients, but also the biggest opportunity, is helping them actually align their real estate plans to the company's business plan. That may actually sound quite simple, but in actual fact, lots of times it doesn't get done very well. When we sit down with our clients, we often hear a number of the same themes. Reduce cost or keep costs within budget. Reduce risk. Improve utilization or densities. Or increase the speed for turnaround times of information. And these are real goals and KPIs and metrics that the corporate real estate people talk about a fair amount. But what they don't do is actually translate into the success of the business. What we did, or what we often do, is we've looked at our clients and say, what are the characteristics of highly successful corporate real estate departments and teams, working with callers as well. And there's a couple of things that we notice that they all have in common. The first thing is they all very much understand the business. Most clients and people actually understand what their clients do, what they make, what they sell, how they do things. But if you truly understand the components of that business, then you're actually at the starting point. The second one is actually understanding how real estate impacts the business. Most clients, real estate is not their business, but it's the platform by which they operate. So understanding how changes in the real estate can impact the business is the second most important part. The next one is actually being able to talk the language of business. We often fall into the trap of talking in industry jargon. What is important to be able to do is actually to communicate and to be able to talk in the language that the client understands, their goals, whether it be on sales or whatever the metrics that they're translating it into. That's an important phase. The next one is you have to have something to offer, and that means you need to be able to identify both opportunities and risks, because the business will change, and your ability for actually to change with those informations or those opportunities and risks is your ability to implement the company's business plan. The next one is the data. Understanding the data. Everybody makes decisions based on information. Nobody makes decisions based on gut feel anymore. The more you actually understand the data and can translate it into useful information that can be understood will help you in terms of the decision-making process. And the last one, and most importantly, is the ability to communicate. We always recommend you over-communicate. Have a process for working with the business. Having a set of reports that they understand and find meaningful. Making sure that you're talking to them and sometimes repeating your message over and over. If you have a forum for engagement and discussion with the business, you can react because the world will change and opportunities will come. If you don't have that forum for discussion with engaging with the business, it's very hard. So in looking at each one of these factors of success, we found that if you put them in place, invariably you're going to be able to develop a real estate business plan or a real estate plan that'll be aligned to the business plan. And our team specifically works with our clients to help them put those things in place. It's absolutely vital. I literally just came from a session with a client, and we started off the conversation talking about real estate, but what they actually came back to is that the biggest issue they actually have is logistics. Logistics is the most important part for the overall function of their business. They actually gave us information that said the logistics spend is something like 4 times their real estate spend. If we don't understand that element of their business, it makes it very difficult for us to then put together a real estate program that actually matches up to that.